One of the biggest crash outs in 2024 came in its last couple of months, care of a once beloved vehicle manufacturer, and that was, of course, Jaguar. And if you recall this 30-second ad that got memed to death and just laughed at by everyone, because this was just like a couple of weeks after the election. Everybody could kind of go ahead and read the room and realize that, the things that were flying in 2018 through 2022, stuff really hitting its zenith during the summer of love wasn't really hitting that same way anymore, and the people have kind of rejected the way that things were going. So to see Jaguar decide to, double down on the freak show, it didn't really end up landing the way that they hoped. And this and many other videos, and many other places where this ad got posted, just simply on Twitter, 171 million views, 122,000 comments, bruh. Even Elon Musk asking, do you sell cars? And it got ratioed, it got destroyed, and everybody knew this was a bad idea, mostly because this is a car ad. Did you see any cars? Exactly. Now, a couple weeks later, they would announce that, we're going to have these brand new electric vehicles. We're going to be debuting the Type 00. And it's like, okay, cool, but what the hell are you doing? And then people started to look behind the scenes at some of the marketing executives and how they were giving speeches at big gay conventions touting how big and gay Jaguar was and how nobody could really deduce why this was a good idea. How you had a beloved car company, something that is so intrinsic to UK culture, and maybe because it is circling the drain, maybe Jaguar decided, it's about time we really reconnect with our roots and we start moving towards selling rafts that can cross the British Channel. And how well can we brand machetes? I don't know, can we go ahead and do that? Maybe they provided the police cars that were featured in Adolescence. Who knows? Who knows what they were doing? But according to Jalopnik, I'm starting to think Jaguar's controversial rebrand is actually working. This is not a old article by any means. Okay, this came out on Sunday, bro. Okay, May 11th, 2025. I'm not bullshitting you. Somebody decided to actually write this, okay? Things are weird at Jaguar right now, to say the least, but the British automaker has decided losing money isn't working anymore, and it would like to actually make money instead. Okay, it's a bold strategy, and the new marketing campaign it launched ahead of the reveal of its latest concept definitely caused its fair share of controversy. Not with people who would actually afford a $125,000 sedan, mind you. I mean, here's the thing, bro. Okay, like if you're going to take that approach, do you see a Lamborghini, Maserati, hell, even comparable brands like Mercedes or BMW doing anything nearly as goofy as that? No, man, you're just trying to laugh at the pores, but realizing that the modern audience, we know that they don't turn out for televisions, movies, or video games, let alone personal vehicles, because they think that they're, ruining the environment, and none of these people can drive or smart enough to take a driver's test to begin with. So, okay. But the Wendy's manager that you went to high school with was probably furious. Oh, see, it's just the idiots that are out there. It's all of you chuds and rubes. You see where this is going? And yet, even though it'll be a while before we see the production version of the Type 00, I would argue the campaign is already working. If Jaguar had been more successful with its last overhaul, we might be having a different conversation right now. But while the design from the early Tata era made a big splash, they didn't lead to sustainable sales and profits. They certainly tried, and it never hurts for a new car to get the best looking one in the segment, but good looks can only get you so far. We need people to actually give you money in exchange for your cars, and ideally, they would give you more money than it costs to make those cars. So, outside of just, having a brand comparable to your entry-level luxury, because I think that's where you could have appropriately slotted Jaguar at one point in time, right? With the BMWs, the Audis, the Mercedes, not quite your super luxury, your Lambos, your McLarens, Ferraris, but slotting in nicely, in that upper 5 digits, non-aggressive 6 digits. It had a niche. It was working. Anecdotally, I'd seen a few of them around, and hell, outside of one very unfortunate event, I knew somebody who had one, very much liked it, and it wasn't until the computer fucked up where it, drove right through the front of a building. Thankfully, nothing outside of the obvious ended up going wrong for the driver. But yes, very reliable vehicles. And then, just seemingly out of nowhere, you know what? They just decided to size up the competition, realize that there is a niche that is out there. Okay, the Rainbow Brigade. Okay, all of the super flamboyant gays that just have all of this expendable income when they're not too busy buying kids. They could afford a Jaguar. And according to, Jalopnik, gay commies, they thought that, the rebrand is actually working. Until you take a look at, reality, and Jaguar is firing the ad agency behind the much maligned rebrand. Oh no, but she thought it was working. Hilarious, right? The article when it was written May 11th, and compare and contrast that with the news that, May 12th, they're firing the ad agency. Sucks to suck, I guess. And that's the rebrand. Those are the vehicles that they decided to go with. What the previous author thought, hey, it's a great redesign. Bro, that shit sucks. It looks like a cross between those old Ford station wagons and a fucking butt plug. Like, what the hell are we doing out here? That shit's ass. I don't mind some aspects of them. It's just, the front end is way too fucking long. It looks way too much like a Tesla. And I think the first, recently I seen a Cybertruck. It might be the first one that I've ever seen in person. And bro, they're ugly. They look good photographed, okay? But IRL, they look ass. Anyways, that's just my opinion though. Take it for what you will, but everybody has already chimed in on this, Type 00, okay, the EV that's going to run you $125,000 that literally nobody's going to buy 2 or 3 years from now when they start to go into production. Jaguar isn't a new automaker and shouldn't make rookie mistakes, but the recent rebrand missed the mark in a way that the company should have seen coming. Because everybody did. The automaker apparently realized its flubs and is expected to fire the ad agency responsible for the rebrand, but the damage may have already been done. Unless of course you come back with whoever the new James Bond is going to be and he pops out of it with like 2 or 3 new Bond girls. Like, bro, your shit is cooked. Jag took heat from every corner of the media and car enthusiast world over its change and saw a shift to electric vehicles and abandon any sense of traditional auto design. The vehicles they showed were comically overdone and painted in Easter egg pastel colors or trans colors if you want to go ahead and take a look. I mean, you got pink and you got teal, bruh. 42% of the time, it ended up being the wrong decision 100% of the time. Elon Musk got in on the action, asking Jaguar, do you sell cars? British MP Nigel Farage went as far as saying the rebrand was a poor move, saying Jaguar deserved to go bankrupt over the campaign. Jaguar refused to comment on the reports, but the automaker will be replacing its current ad partner, Accenture Song, once its contract runs out the middle of next year. As for the rebrand, it's unclear where Jaguar goes from here. It stopped almost all vehicle production activities as it targets a shift to an all-electric lineup. But the company has already invested in the new designs, creating concept cars and other ads to go with its reveal. They're a little bit pot committed at this point in time, but they also have, big Saudi money backing them up. So it's not completely over for Jaguar, but at this point in time, bro, it might as well be because nobody's buying this shit. Nobody's taking them seriously as a brand. You could reasonably look to this once beloved brand and think, I don't think that there is another rebrand that has gone this catastrophically awful. There are some times where you just go away from legendary logos and people are generally upset by it, okay? There are certain redesigns, there's really none that come to mind that are on this level of atrocious. You go from having one of the coolest logos ever, okay? Just the traditional Jaguar, the side profile, or even just the face, growling on the badge design. It was something that was synonymous with cool. It was something that was quintessentially English, and you decided to throw it away for what? It was a redesign that didn't make sense at the time, and now it's not making anybody any dollars. Except for the ad agency that is running off with the bag. The check cleared, even though Jag likely won't clear out the decade. Oh well, get woke. Go broke, I guess. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.